I'm Dante,
And hey, I'm Dana.
and welcome to the Donta Show. I wonder if folks know that's me singing.
Oh, is that? Wow, you sound great.
I wonder if people know that's me on the opening song. Do they know that's me? You know, that's my vocals. I don't know. I don't know what the lyrics are or what's being said, but you know, something's happening. Something happening. What's up, Christine? Daryl, Fam Bam. What's up? Hey, twin. What's
What
up,
up?
Ian?
What up, Nina? What up, Nina? I had to come with the intro, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Right.
We had to do what we had to do, you know what I'm saying? That's hey, whatever, you know what I mean?
Yo, whoa, okay. Is that your Buffalo accent?
Hey, it's whatever. Look at Thais.
You thought that was Maxwell? No, Maxwell's a little bit more, a little bit more smoother, That was more of an Eric Benet,
That was Eric Bennett.
Right, Eric Benat. Mo, what's up? Mo is finally back and on time. Mo be coming in at like 8:45 talking about what I miss, y'all, what I miss.
Everything.
The show. Asia, what's up? What's up, Tony, watching on YouTube? So, y'all, it's Monday, January 25th, 2021. Welcome to another round of the Donta Show with your boy, Dante Morrison, and my phenomenal compadre in crime, Dana Dane.
Ladies, what's happening? Hope everybody's feeling good. What's going on, y'all? Hey, you know what? Let's go. It's time for the greatest show on Facebook right now. Let's go.
Boom.
Yeah.
We are here. So hopefully everybody had a blessed and safe weekend. We missed you guys since last Tuesday, but we're here for another 2 days, Monday and Tuesday, right here on Facebook Live and YouTube, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We come into your living rooms and we talk about all kind of stuff. But on the top of the agenda, Dana, did you see Trey Songz get arrested?
Yes, for fighting. I didn't even know he had fighting like that.
Trey
I was like,
paused.
He got me.
Right, Trey Songz got paused. Get off me, cop. Get off me, you crooked ass cop. Get off me, loose me, copper. Trey Songz, he mashed on the folks. He mashed on the folks at the Chiefs game on yesterday, and they said it was because he wasn't wearing a mask. I don't know why Trey Songz got arrested, why he got strong-armed by the law. I wasn't there, but I did see the footage, but it was quite interesting.
Yeah.
The funny part is the game didn't stop. Folks kept on going. The game kept on going.
They kept playing.
It was like, yo, ruckus.
It was like later for the.
They didn't know that was Tremaine over there getting tussled down to the ground. But from what I heard, he put a cop in the headlock and all kind of stuff. But of course, he is out on bail on today. Yeah, twin. Trey Songz got strong armed by the law on yesterday at the Chiefs game, and he put paws on the cops, on the security guard, and let them know, yo, I'm not to be toyed with. So if you guys missed it, you can check it out. Of course, TMZ got everything. And the TMZ posted it. It definitely happened for real, but it's on TMZ. So, I ain't going to say hats off to Trey because he out there fighting and tussling. But Trey did have COVID-19 last year. So they were saying that, wear your mask. First of all, wear your mask. But he did have COVID-19 last October or November, I believe. He was at the Chiefs game. It's just we're in an environment about we got to be safe, right? right, Thais, right. What you said about my mama. and he just went ham. He went gorilla on him, But the question is, where was his bodyguards? Now we're talking about Trey Songz. Now I know he's not Prince or Michael Jackson or Diana Ross or Beyonce, but I would think that Trey Songz would go out in public and have some kind of security around him. But I think maybe he the cops.
I think maybe he didn't have any security because it wasn't really that many people in the stands anyway. So it wasn't like it was a full-fledged stadium full of people. It was only a selective amount of people that could go to these games. So they only selecting a little bit of people to go to these games.
But you would think, it's still Trey Songz. He gonna have. Where was his homies at? He didn't go by himself.
He went with his neighbors because they knew his name.
Did they know his name? You've been waiting all day for that, huh? So I'm just like, I don't understand, why that happened to Trey, But in other news, thank you to everybody who reached out to me after I got my COVID vaccination last Thursday. So for those that did not know, I was vaccinated last Thursday. I got the Moderna vaccine, and people were inboxing me and texting me, "You good? You all right? Hey, homie, you straight?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Not straight." But I'm good. So for those that another one back to back tonight's that night.
Oh, we're on the road tonight.
We're on the road, man. So I did get the vaccine. I had no side effects. The only side effects that I felt was my arm right here where they insert the vaccine. It was tender for like 2 days, but I didn't have any headaches, nausea, stomach pains, nothing like that. So I did have it, and people were asking me, why did you get the vaccine? Why'd you do that? What were you thinking? Honestly, to be honest, I didn't talk about it, but I had a lot of losses last year to COVID. A lot of people that I considered near and dear succumbed to COVID. And I'm like, yo, if the vaccine would have been available for them, and they could have taken it, they would still be here. So I'm like, let me do what I got to do, just to make sure that I'm still around. Cause I don't know, we just don't know. It's real in them streets, and folks still ain't wearing their masks. They still not social distancing. They still living like nothing is in the atmosphere. So I said, let me do what I got to do to make sure that I'm at least okay. All right. So yep, that's why I got vaccinated. It was my decision. It was my opinion. Nobody else got to do it. I ain't telling nobody to do it. But as for me, my first dose, me in my house, right? I got my first dose. I get my second dose in 3 weeks. All right. So those that are on the fence about it, still do your research, still get comfortable, don't get strong armed into doing nothing, but I did it. Also, to those that reached out asking about my dad, if you recall, 2 weeks ago, I posted on Facebook that my dad is missing. He is still missing. He has still not been found. A lot of sightings like Bigfoot or the abominable snowman. I think I saw your dad. That might have been your dad. No, until you have pulled over, talked to my dad, called me on FaceTime and said, yo, I found your daddy. My dad is still missing. So thank you to those who have texted me and called me and inboxed me just to see if I've had any updates or any news, or to let me know they're still looking. I don't talk about it. You all know, you may think I'm public and I'm just this figure, but I have a lot of private situations that I don't talk about. But I did share that because we are on social media. People do know me, and it could have helped. But my dad is still missing, and prayerfully he'll be found soon and alive. So thank you, Village, for just checking on your boy. I really do appreciate it. And then, last but not least, those of you be really, really proud if we get into this Dana drop. Be proud of me to know that I am going into week 4 of therapy, mental health therapy. And as much as I talk about mental health on the Donta Show, I, the great Dante Morrison, did not have a therapist, but I was definitely in need of therapy. So I started my mental health journey 3 weeks ago, and it has been eye-opening. And my therapist has dug into stuff that I thought was long gone. And she be asking me questions. I'm sitting there like, you're right. I am still dealing with that. And then next thing I know, I'm in the fetal position in my office and she's tapping the screen. Dante, come back. We got 30 more minutes. Go away. Leave me alone. But for those that are concerned about getting into therapy or don't think therapy works, or may not think therapy is for you, take it from me, someone that held in a lot of emotions, a lot of hurt, a lot of trauma, a lot of pain, and tried to navigate it on my own. Or I would say, I ain't going to no therapist. God got me. No, God made therapists for a reason. So get you out some couch time, find you a good solid therapist, and get that gook off of your spirit so that you can live the rest of your life healthy and mind free. So I know that my household appreciates it because there is a shift in the atmosphere, because I'm honestly, at this point, I'm starting to tackle stuff that I dealt with when I was 5. So she got me for a long time. I said, girl, I ain't going to it for a while. We still, I'm at 5. So let's get to 15, then 25, then 35. So, I love it and I appreciate it. So that's me. That's my opening. And y'all know it comes after we do the opening.
Yeah, it's time for the what?
That you all wait for. It's time for the what?
It's time for the Dana drop. Boom! What it do, beautiful people? I pray that everyone is in good spirits and good health during this time. As we say, thank you all so much for tuning into the Donta Show. We really love y'all, and there ain't a damn thing you can do about it. What I'm going to ask you to do first is I want you to travel over to YouTube and click that like button. YouTube.com/Donta Morrison and subscribe. Hit that button. Get our numbers up. We're trying to take it out of here. We're trying to get to the next level, y'all, and we need y'all help. We're a village. We got to help each other. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and for those of y'all didn't catch the verses on this past weekend, hey, your boy's song was played. I felt so honored to have my song that I wrote, co-produced, sang on for Keisha Cole. It was on verses. So if you haven't heard that, you can also go to YouTube, put up Keisha Cole versus Ashanti, and you'll find your boy's song that was played. It made the playlist. I was so honored. I was so happy. I was so excited. Thank God for giving me that opportunity and the gift that he's blessed me with. So, hey, go check it out. Keisha Cole and Ashanti's verses. You hear your boy's song, and it's titled Brand New. All right, so let's get into this Dana drop right now. We're going to talk about love. Love. And you already know how we do. We say we spread love. You have to start with yourself. We've all heard it before. Self-care is not selfish, but it's so true. We cannot authentically care for others if we are not first caring and loving ourselves. It's like they say on an airplane safety instruction guide. Put your oxygen mask on first before trying to help your neighbor. So that means that you have to take care of yourself. You have to love yourself first before you can pour out and spread love to anyone else. Because if you're full of mess and you're full of hate and anger and just doubt, you can't spread positivity and love to anyone else because you're not going to be able to pour it out. You don't have it in you. So take care of yourself first, and then you'll be able to spread it. Take time. You know what? I tried this one time and it actually worked. Write an anonymous note to encourage somebody. Just, for those of you essential workers that are still at work or whatever the case may be, or when we are able to go back to work or whatever the case may be, just write a note. Write a note to somebody and put it on their desk. This is one of my favorite ways of spreading love to people and seeing a smile on their face. Just take a time to just fill out a little card or a thank you card or an appreciation card or something like that. And you don't even have to sign your name. Just put it on their desk and say, hey, thank you for being you. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being, thank you for doing what it is that you do for everyone around the office, around church, around whatever. They don't have to know where it's coming from, but that person will feel so good because first and one, they don't know who it came from. So it could be a number of people that may be thinking that way. And a message as simple as you are loved. You can just say on the card, you are loved, can lift someone's spirits after a tough day and let them know that they're not alone. Because a lot of times we travel through situations and life situations and we're thinking that we're alone. Like, sometimes if you talk to somebody and express and tell them how you feel and things like this, they may be going through the same thing that you're going through, and you guys can lift up each other. Try complimenting someone's eyes or hair or their outfit. That's the easiest way to vocalize kindness. Hey, you look nice today. Hey, your hair's nice. Hey, you smell good today. What is that cologne you're wearing? Oh man, what is that perfume you're wearing? Oh girl, I like that purse. Whatever the case may be, give compliments. Superficial compliment, stuff like that. It just goes a long way. That'll make that person that probably wasn't feeling great that day when they were getting dressed or going out the door or whatever. They probably was mad at somebody from something that happened this morning in their house or whatever. And you giving them a simple compliment can just brighten up their day. Like, okay, I am going to do something nice today. Excuse me. I am going to, be positive within myself. Someone spread love to me, and spreading love and showing kindness is like a domino effect. It's contagious. If you spread love to somebody 9 times out of 10, that person is going to remember what you did and said for them earlier in that day or whenever you said it, and they're going to return the favor and give that to someone else. Try giving somebody your parking spot one time. I know we're always in a rush and we're trying to get the closest parking spot and get the closest to the door and all of that, but sometimes, just be like, hey, ma'am, you want to go in front of me? You can go in front of me. I really ain't got nowhere to be. If it's an older person or whatever the case may be, and you see them barely standing there holding on to their cart or whatever the case may be, hey, just go on in front of me. Or you can have this parking spot. It's cool. A lot of us during this quarantine time need to park far away from the door and get that extra little step in, if you know what I'm saying. Some of us need to park in a whole nother parking lot and walk all the way over to the store. I'm going to leave that one alone. Amen. I'm going to leave that one alone. And this is the one that I have a problem with that a lot of people don't do. A lot of people do not know how to say thank you. They don't know how to say thank you. Some people think that you're supposed to, or they're supposed to have, or they're supposed to get, or they're privileged to this. No, say thank you. Say thank you to your friends, to your family, to your local coffee shops, your hairdresser, the mailman. I mean, during this pandemic, my sons made a sign and they put it on the window for the mail carrier to come, and it says, thank you. Thank you for being that person that is continually bringing our mail. Even though it's dangerous out there, you're handling all this mail and all of this stuff is flying around what you touch and all of that. I mean, just say thank you. Thank you. When you find people doing jobs that are usually ignored, tell them thank you. The janitor at your job in the bathroom, that person that's cleaning up after you in the bathroom. Just thank you, man, for keeping our bathroom clean. Thank you for, cleaning off my desk at night. Thank you. Leave a thank you note for the janitor on your desk. So when they come in, they can see these things that encourages them, that makes them feel good about the job that they're doing. No, everybody's not educated. No, everybody doesn't have this degree or that degree, and they can't get the jobs that we have. Some people have to do these janitorial jobs. Some people have to clean bathroom toilets. Some people have to wash windows. Say thank you. It goes a long way. And as we say all the time, spread love and kindness instead of spreading lies. I bet you it'll make you feel better. All right? That's the Dana Drop. And I'm out. Peace. Oh, man, we got to give up that park. Like I said, some people need to give up a park. They need to park over to 2 or 3 parking lots and get that extra step in. Especially now during that quarantine wait. Come on, son.
Yeah, some of us have gotten a little fluffy, but
hey, if you park over at Food for Less, no, park over at Ross and walk down to Food for Less.
Right. But I like what you said about just thanking people for doing any job, whatever the job may be.
Yeah.
I'll never forget in the 12th grade, my school did a play called Pearly Victorious, and I was cast as the lead character. I was cast as the lead character. I was gonna play Reverend Pearly, and then I got a C in Mr. Caldwell's class. He gave me a C, and because I got that C, I lost the lead role. And I went to Miss Young, and I was hot. And I was like, Mr. Caldwell gave me a C. I can't lose this lead. I've learned all the lines. I've learned all the songs. She says, I can't do it. You know, She says, I'm finna give you this. You finna be this role. I'm like, but this role has no lines whatsoever. I was a pallbearer. I was a pallbearer in the opening scene. And she says, always remember in life, whatever task you get, give it your all. And when I tell you I was the baddest pallbearer in that play, folks came to me after the play. Parents come to me saying, you were the funniest and coolest pallbearer. I mean, hey, I put my all into it. I said, you're going to see me. I may not have a line. I may not have a song no more, but God dog, I'm carrying this casket, and y'all are going to know that I exist because I matter. So yes, exactly, Thais, exactly. Melba Moore, Pearly Victorious, Melba Moore, and Robert Guillaume. Pearly Victorious. If you've never seen Pearly Victorious, go to YouTube and you can see it. And then Pearly was the TV adaptation. I think Felicia Rashad was in Pearly. I'm not sure, but yep, I was in Pearly Victorious. Walk him up the stairs. Anyway, all right.
I haven't seen it. I guess I got to see it.
Well, you don't know classic theater. You're not a thespian. So anyway, we're going to get into
not a lesbian. What the?
We'll get to tonight's show. Y'all all know this guest. Jaylon has been on the Donta Show countless times and always comes and drops nuggets. But things have shifted for this young man. Jaylon is about to have his own show. His own show, and tonight he's going to come on and talk about his own show. But before he comes on, y'all, check out Jaylon's promo. Here we go. Kwame.
Let's go.
How you guys doing?
Man, your promo is fire.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Kwame put that work in. Yeah, Kwame put that work in. Can't lie.
That's what's up, man. Hey, I'm so proud of you, man. I am so proud of you. You about to launch out and just, spit that knowledge. So, I'm going to step back. Tell us about the show. What's it about?
Right. So it's called the Jaylon Jones brand. So it's really less of a show and more about a brand, right? It's pretty much about branding myself. A lot of times I've come on this show. I've come on here countless times. I've talked to Donta. I've talked to Dana plenty of times, right? But what am I talking about? Typically, I'm talking about my organization, the UASO, right? Something that is dear to my heart. But this time around, Kwame decided to take who I am as a person and what I value most deeply, and that is motivational content and self-help, right? I like to call it self-help because it's more broad. So a lot of self-help content and really put that out there, put out who Jaylon Jones really is. So the Jaylon Jones brand is really about me. And what I'm bringing to the table is entertaining videos that are also motivational at the same time. I want to be able to motivate people in a new way, a way that's entertaining, that kind of can grasp your attention, keep your attention, but also give you my message and serve that message. Because motivating people is something I love to do. It is something that brings me joy, and it's something. And finding the motivation has essentially got me here. The reason I'm talking to you two is because I decided to take that path. So this is something that's huge to me. It's something that's been a part of my life for only 2 years, but the results have been that of 10 plus years of what I could have done if I hadn't even found motivation. So I think this is something that I'm looking forward to. Me and Kwame we have so many different ideas, so many things that we have planned. I can't wait for everyone to see these things. We will start putting out our first videos starting in February, and the 2 videos that are coming out are going to be amazing. I can't wait to see those. But I'm really excited for this brand, and it feels good. It feels good. We launched last Friday. So last Friday felt kind of like a rebreather, because Kwame told me one of the first things he told me, he said, "Don't tell anybody." I was like, I won't tell nobody. So I told no one, and I finally got to just I can tell people now. So kind of let the cat out the bag.
So what are you pulling your motivational content from? Like, I know that oftentimes people that motivate or whatever is just certain authors are speakers that, you know, we listen to pump us up. So where are you getting your content? Like, who inspires you to just speak the way you do?
Well, a lot of it is coming from, I would say, let's give it 30% or maybe 25% is coming from personal experiences. What I've seen, right? I haven't lived much of life. I'll be honest about that. I'm only 17, so I've only lived so much. So it's easier for me to use other people's experiences and tell them and use them as impactful stories. But think about when you're in school, right? When you're in school, you learn how. You learn from others, most likely, right? Your teacher is teaching you something. Right. And when you go into history, what are you learning about? You're learning about great men and women that have come before you, that have set the tone, that have given momentum for younger generations to kind of take that momentum and move forward with it. These are go to our Black leaders, Malcolm, right? Malcolm X kind of left an echo. He set the tone for what Afro-Americans can do if they unite together and they have a common cause. And so really it's up to us as the people to take that, study it, and do something with it. So for over the last 2 years, I have been watching motivational videos endlessly. I've watched some of the greatest motivational speakers. Some of my favorite motivational speakers are Eric Thomas, Tony Robinson. There are a couple others who I actually won't even know. I won't even know their name, but I know their voice. There's also another one named Chris Ross, and he's also one of my favorites. Now the other one, he's not really a motivational speaker, but his name is David Goggins. And if you look him up, huge inspiration to my life. He's the one who got me started on this. Doesn't consider himself a motivational speaker, but he's a huge inspiration. I just study them. I study what they say. I study what they do. I listen to what they say. I break it down, and I break down the philosophy and some of the things that they've done within their life that has given them success. But like anyone, you have to look at people's failures, because through failures you learn, right? Success is a byproduct of failure. A lot of people don't like to see it like that. A lot of people hate when I say that. When I say failure, failure, don't fail, succeed. Exactly. But to succeed, you must what? You must fail.
You must fail.
You cannot succeed and do it in perfect, and not in perfect condition, but you cannot be great and succeed through greatness if you do not first fail, because through failure there are lessons, and those lessons move you forward.
So do you think that motivating, how do you differentiate motivating African Americans versus all other demographics?
I hear it all the time within the motivational speakers. When I wish I knew his name, but there's one of them that he specifically talks to Afro-Americans, because these are young, because he grew up in the projects. So he talks about the struggle he had to go through. Even Eric Thomas was kicked out by his mother at a very young age, ate out of trash cans, and had to grow, build his way up. And he's also Afro-American. There definitely is a difference. I find that sometimes I have to deliver things to the Afro-Americans and through pieces. And that's something Malcolm said. He said, you have to give the Black man knowledge slowly and little bit at a time, because we come from a different background. What we've seen is a little bit different. It's hard to go to an Afro-American child and say, do better, push harder. Why aren't you doing this? Why are you doing drugs? Why are you out with gangs? Why are you out with your friends when you need to be inside? Why are you this? Why are you that? When they've never had anyone to tell them what life really is. All they've seen is the projects. All they've seen is their daddy beating their mom. All they've seen is their sister going out there bringing boys in and out the house. All they've seen is their sister and mommy getting pregnant by totally men they don't even know. All they've seen is abuse lies and people telling them that they can't be anything but some little boy from the projects who's going to grow up on this street and die on this street. That's all they know. How can you come and tell someone to do better when they've never seen better? All they've seen is the project. All they've seen is what they can't have, never what they can. Right. So when you come to them, you have to show them the bigger picture. You have to show them the benefits of if they move forward with their life in a better direction, what will it not just do to them, but the people around them? And that's so often what we forget to do. We tell young individuals, we get on them so hard, but we have to sit back and realize, even I have to realize, hold on, I got a mom, I have a dad, I have a brother, I have grandparents. All my grandparents were in business. My family's in business. My family taught me morals and principles. We are middle class. I have it better than a lot of other people out there. Oh, yeah, I got it a little bit better than they did.
Right.
I started a little bit. I got a head start. Like, I'm going 60 miles per hour, and they just got started on the engine, right? So I sometimes have to sit back and make sure I deliver the message that's, hey, I know you're in a position that I've never been in, but I'm here to let you know that no matter what position you're in life, I don't care how bad it is, you can move forward. Humans have been in the worst conditions humanly possible, and yet here we stand as a collective. Through our challenges, through our failures, we have triumphed. And I think that's the beauty of motivation. And there's as you said, there is a difference between motivating people who've had it good and people who didn't get so as lucky. There's definitely a difference. I'm definitely going to be a little bit harder on the group that had the head start. I usually like to make people like wake up and be like, hey, you got a lot going for you.
You got privilege.
Right.
You got privilege. Danny's gonna say something?
Yeah. So with your show, are you targeting your age group? And they always say being in the music industry, or I'm not saying you're in the music industry. I'm just saying being in the music, and I'm leading to something. Being in the music industry, being in entertainment and things like that, you have to have tough skin. Now, I say that in the sense of, are you going to be targeting your age group? And if so, or if you're going to be targeting adults too, how are you going to handle the get out of my face, young boy? You don't know what you're talking about. That tough skin. How are you gonna respond to that? How would you handle that?
Right. So that's something me and Kwame have talked about a lot. Me and Kwame spent multiple Zoom calls talking about target audience, right? Who are we trying to get? This goes back to when we just met, like our first meetings. I would ask them constantly, like, okay, how can I make sure I get more young people involved? Because to be completely honest with you, a vast majority of my audience, the people that have donated to my organization, participate in my organization, and give me the true love for my organization, are usually Black women who are either 30 and up. That is my huge target audience. I have never I think I've had one or two donations from men, and I've had 0 donations from people that are 25 or younger.
So what you're saying, you're targeting the cougars?
Not targeting the cougars. Right, so that is the majority of my audience, and so it's like, how can I get the younger people involved? So me and Kwame wanted to make it entertaining, but also use the fact that since I go to a school, I can at least promote it there, right? I can try to get them on board with what I'm trying to sell. But I do believe our generation is into self-help. I know it's not something that we always see. You won't always see young individuals in self-help, but I still believe there is that small group that is actually out there for that self-help. And I see it at my school. I'm around a group of individuals that want better for themselves. Yes, I'm around people that don't, but a lot of people, I've garnered a lot of respect at my school because of the way I talk. And when I say things, I usually say it and I mean it, right? I usually don't want to say anything I don't mean. So I say it, I leave it firm, and I've garnished that respect. And they usually listen to what I say and they like it. And some people will say, I've even tried this when you said it. So there is that ability for my younger generation to listen to me. And I don't think that possibility is rolled out. I think one of the main things that me and Kwame talked about was keeping their attention, right? He was talking about like keep their attention. If you make this entertaining, if you make your message, if we make the videos that go with your message, like very well put together, which is something he obviously can do. If you saw the promo, right? He can put something together. If you can keep their attention, put it together, then we're okay. And now
Right.
all you need to do is just deliver your message and deliver it well. And throughout and I will continue to grow. My message will get better. And I'll have those times where I'm like, dang, I didn't like that one. And it will keep getting better. We'll keep finding new ways. And now going back to your second part of your question, Dana, how do I get over those people like, look at this kid. He ain't been through much. At first, I always thought you expose their insecurities, right? You expose who they are.
Exactly.
When you try to tell someone, when you try to tell someone the truth about themselves, it's often pushback. It's a state of denial. No, me couldn't, right? It's that state of denial of not wanting to accept what is real, what is actually happening within your life. Because we as humans hate to be at fault. We have such big egos in our society that when you are told that you are wrong, that you are not right, and you know you're not right, you will fight it. You will fight what you cannot even defend. We've seen that countless amount of times. So what I would usually do is I would try to expose their insecurities immediately. But what I've now done is I've sat back, I've looked at them, and I said, I know who they are. I know that they may have had some experience in their life where now it's hard for them to change. I sit back,
Right.
I analyze it. Okay.
But I want to ask you something though. You said something that I don't want us to glide past. You said your supporters right now are women 35 and over. Where are the men? Where are the black men?
Right.
Why are black men not supporting you? Why are black men not in your corner? Why are black men not surrounding you? Why are black men not pouring into you? Why are black men not at your toy drives, your food drives, your backpack giveaways? Why are black men just not invested in you? And how does that make you feel knowing that you're getting more support from women than from black men?
Well, I think it's just happened. I think it's just happened naturally. I think it's something that's happened naturally. I've gotten most of my attention from my parents. My parents supported me heavily, and so I garnered the attention from their friends. And both my parents have friends that are that they went to high school with that are overwhelmingly just women. And a portion of that comes from that. But I think it's also on my part as well. I think it's who I targeted. Within my last charity event, I targeted all organizations that were the CEOs or the heads were women, or at least the people I was talking to were women. All of them, all three of them, whether it was the Genesis Center, URM, the person I was talking to through URM was a woman. It's not, the CEO isn't, but her name was Sheila. She was a woman. And then Loving Hands Children Home, once again, the CEO there was a woman. A little bit is my part. I meet them, they start to support me, and then they get their friends to support me, but overwhelmingly their friends are women, right? And I think maybe even because of my head counsel, I think naturally I just pick out women because I see the strength that they have. I think women are very strong. I see my mother as someone that's a very strong figure. So I think naturally I was like, okay, well, let me get other strong women, right? If she's strong and I see the same qualities in these women as I see in her, well, then, hey, maybe I should get them on because they could definitely help me. I think it's really just I need to be able to target myself and promote myself in a way that can garnish more black men. I don't think that's something that's out the door. And that's definitely something me and Kwame can definitely explore to try and figure out how we can get them on, especially young black men, because I would love my message to reach them, because being a black man in America is not often talked about, but it is something that is very hard to do. It's something that's constantly weighing on you. And if anything, being black in America is hard itself. So I think that is something I like to get into. And how it makes me feel, I really, at this moment, I don't think it affects me that much. I would love to have more black men invested in what I do. But I don't think that is something that necessarily really has gotten to me, because I know that we still have the ability to get them on. Now, if we target to them and we're not getting the response we want, then I can give you an answer. But I don't really think I've really put myself out there for them, so I can't really be mad about something that I haven't done.
You know what? Go ahead,
Dana. I mean, you gave a really politically correct answer.
Yeah.
But you gave black men a pass. That's what you
did. And see, I'm not, and I was about to fire off. I'm not giving them a pass, because if you was
back, you got it.
Yeah, because my thing is like this right here. You're doing something positive. You're trying to make a change in your community. You're trying to make a change in other young Afro-American lives. You're trying to make a change in everyone's life. You're trying to change your community. You're trying to do these positive things, and no black men are supporting you. But if your mother and father were putting you in a home, if you were on Scared Straight, If you were in these all of this other stuff going down the wrong path, then hey young man, I'm gonna try to get you back on track. Hey young man, I'm gonna take you under my wing and show you this. That doesn't sit well for me. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you're doing the negative, then people will try to come rescue you or quote unquote try to be your savior or be the hero, put a feather in the hat. Oh, I saved Jaylon's life. If it wasn't for me, he wouldn't be a doctor. He would be this person, or he would. But you're on the path of being the president of the United States one day. I'm just being for real. You're on the path of being the president of the United States one day. Why wouldn't a black man want to attach himself to your purpose, to your calling? I don't understand it. So no, I'm not going to give them a pass. I'm not going to give them the politically correct answer. I'm not. You're doing it. You're a young man. You want to be respectful. I'm not.
Well, I will say someone that helped me a lot was a black man. It was my grandfather actually connected me to Reverend Oliver E. Bowie. And Reverend Oliver E. Bowie has been like a mentor to me. So he's a black man. Alongside that, I have my father, a couple other people. But I will say that I to be honest with you, not even off the top of my head could I think of anyone other than the Reverend and really my personal family that has been black men that overwhelmingly support me. And I do get what you're saying, Dana, because there is that okay, we can make TV shows based off young black men not doing bad, right?
Yes, yes.
When they're doing something positive, there's like a lack of support or pouring, especially when it comes to money. That's something that in my organization, we always trying to find new ways to be creative just so we can get someone to donate to a meaningful cause. But I mean, that even then, that's like most people can't donate anything to there's something that's meaningful, but they can spend hours watching or doing something that could.
But it doesn't take $1. Just like they say, paying your tithes. You don't have to. Paying your tithes doesn't always consist of money. It consists of time. It can be the time that they put in to support you. It could be the time that they put in to help you. You understand what I'm saying? They don't have to always. It doesn't always have to be a monetary assistance. Yeah. It can be something to where they say, "Hey, man, I'm gonna drop you off here. Let me know when because your mother and father are working. I'm gonna take you here, and then I'll pick you up. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna go with you here, and I'm gonna stay with you to make sure that you're okay." Because I see what I see in you. I see the light in you. You understand what I'm saying? So I'll back up. Go ahead, Dante.
Yeah, I mean, it triggered me.
It triggered me too.
It triggered me because growing up, I wish I would have had, more black men pouring into me, because I knew that I was going to be somebody, but I wasn't getting affirmed. Fortunately, yes, you do have those mentors in your life. But because of the trajectory that we see you on, this whole thread is full of brothers saying, "What can we do to make sure our young king stays protected? What can we be doing to make sure that Jaylon stays surrounded by influence?" It should be men all up and down this thread saying, "This young brother is what we need." We're always going to have our sisters.
Yeah, exactly. They care like that.
It's made up of praying women. Our queens are gonna be there. But where are the kings that's always talking about, I need to see the legacy? These brothers ain't doing nothing. We got Jaylon who's doing something, and they're not running to your aid to hoist you up, to say, we're going to carry you over some of these hurdles and then set you down right here. Now teach the people. So it's a us thing. This is me and Dana, and it hit me when you said, I got the women. Yeah. Like, okay, well, where the fellas at? Where the men at? So, but we rocking
some
for you, man.
Standing back.
Those that have just tuned in. Yo, this is Jaylon Jones. Jaylon is starting his own show that's going to be hosted by Pyro Media Network. I mean, it's going to be full of all kind of stuff. Just a chock full of just greatness, just motivating. If you just got here, I want you to see his sizzle reel one more time. So Kwame, please, if you can, show Jaylon's reel so the folks that just tuned in can see what is coming from this young black man. So,
Yes.
Jaylon, I know you are amped. I know you are excited. So, let folks know again, when does your show air and how can they watch it?
When does the show air? Kwame, want to go ahead and let me know when the first episode's coming out? But the first episodes are coming out. Are coming out in February. If I'm wrong, it's coming out the very first week of February. So sometime, and then we have a second video, which is going to be our special video that's coming out, I believe, on President. We plan to have it on President's Day. So everything's happening in February. Just know that. But we have a very special video coming out on President's Day, and then one of our first videos coming out on Monday, or not Monday, the first week of February. And the first video is actually called "Burn the Boats." This is actually on a chain that I wear everywhere I go. And so that's the first one. I won't disclose the second one.
Okay, I'm looking like, what's Burn the Boats? What's Burn the Boats?
Because that one's special. But Burn the Boats is something I caught on to actually while listening to motivation. It was Tony Robinson. He was talking about how if you want to do something, do it successfully and not have a way out, then you have to burn the boats. And I caught on to it immediately, and I love the idea. So I looked it up. It's kind of like a little story. It's about how like this general was getting ready to kind of, or I put it into a story of like this general is getting ready to take an island, but he wants his men to do it successfully. And oftentimes when you're going to take an island, right, you can retreat back to the boats, right? You can always go back to the boats, hop in the boats, and head out, right? So you don't die. But he told them to burn the boats so they had no way out. And so what this is supposed to mean is in your life, burn the boats. If you want to lose weight, get rid of all ways that you can somehow not lose that weight. If you want to start a multi-million-dollar business, okay, burn the boats. Give yourself no excuses. Get straight to really put your foot down. Like put your foot down, make a foundation, and get started. Right? It applies to anything. I could give you a million examples. We'd be here for forever.
Oh man, that's fire.
Yeah, that's what's up.
That inspired me just that quick.
Yeah.
That inspired me. That burn the boats. I had to look down on my stomach, like, yeah, man, burn the boat. I love it, man. I love it. Hey, I'm looking forward to it. So I'm assuming it's gonna be on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, and all that. Is it live or pre-recorded shows?
It's all pre-recorded. So they're like videos. So the videos that we filmed, there's gonna some of them have like B-roll in them. Some of them will be just mostly me. Some of them will be me talking. Like you'll see me talking. Some of them will just be background notes. They'll be like motivational videos essentially. And we plan to put them on multiple. I think me and Kwame will eventually work towards getting a YouTube before the first one goes up. So within the next couple of days, hopefully. And then of course on my Instagram page, they'll be there on my personal Instagram page this time around. And we'll be able to put things there. So it's pretty exciting.
Well, man, we got you. Me and Dana, we got you. We're going to share the video. We're going to let the folks know that Jaylon is out, launched, released. February 5th is the first date for the video. Kwame is letting folks know if anybody wants to book you for their own show. You already got a ask in the thread. On my show. So listen, if you want to get Jaylon on your show, contact info at pyromedianetwork.com. Jaylon, give us some closing comments, man. Give us some closing comments.
Let's go.
Closing comments. Whoa. We zoomed in all on me. What's the closing comments, man? Hold on. Whoa. What's the goal? What you want me to just talk about?
You say what you want to say. Motivate the people.
Oh, yeah,
motivate the shine. It's your time to shine.
Okay.
And
the screen is yours. You got 60 seconds to change somebody's life. Go.
Okay, look.
Action.
We'll put it this way, right? A lot of you are probably going through your day-to-day. Work is tough. You probably got kids. You probably have a husband. You probably have all these things that you have to do. Plus, you probably got to cook. You probably got to do the dishes. You probably got to do this, and that, right? And the grind is kind of getting to you, right? The weight of all the things that you have put on your shoulders is starting to kind of push you down. You feel yourself going under the dirt, going under the quicksand. And sometimes that can be discouraging. Sometimes you don't want to move forward with those things that you set out to do, those goals, those aspirations. And that happens to all of us. And especially when you have failure while you're on this journey, trying to get to your goals, while you have a million other things that are trying to also push you down. That's called resistance. Resistance moves you forward. It doesn't push you back. Oftentimes we believe resistance is trying to push us away from our challenges. No. Resistance is trying to tell you, hey, you're about to go into something that's totally new. This is going to be way harder. Build up some strength. Build up some courage. Build up some determination. because things are about to get serious. And that's all resistance is. And I want you to, from now on, look at resistance in your life, not as something pushing you back, but something that's moving you forward. Look at failure as something that's not trying to weigh you down, but bring you right back up. That's how you have to see life. People always say, Jaylon, why are you so optimistic? Why are you so positive? It's like, it's too much. It's too much. What else can you do? You're supposed to just doubt yourself and tell yourself you can't do it while a million other people are trying to see you fail? Or can you be your biggest fan and push yourself forward? There are going to be a million people out there that are going to look down at you and let you know that whatever aspiration you have, you can't do it. Sometimes your own family will doubt you, but just know that all that is just talk and just resistance. And remember, resistance isn't pushing you back. It's just moving you forward. And that's all I can say.
Good word.
And that is the Jaylon Jolt. Boom.
Boom.
Yeah. Let me get the girls, Dana. Let me get the girls.
Hey, they only work for me. They only work for me. Yeah. They only wait. Hey, y'all want to screen for Jaylon? Do y'all want to screen?
Oh,
okay, yeah, got him. Okay.
We got Becky and my brother.
There they go.
Okay.
Hey y'all, so make sure to support our friend, our brother, Jaylon Jones. Hey Jaylon, J Red said, hey, he gave a shout out on the thread. He said, hey, your mom was on the thread. She proud of her baby.
Right. Of course.
Hey y'all, when the stuff releases, the Donta Show is gonna post it and share it and all that. And I know that Kwame is really gonna keep us all abreast of when Jaylon Show launches. So Jaylon, man, again, thank you for coming back on the show. We got you back, bruh. We support you 100%. You are family, man. And if you ever need us, we are here.
Pleasure. Thank you guys. I appreciate all the love you guys give me. The village. I love it. Appreciate you guys.
For sure. So we'll see you, man. We'll see you.
All right, see you guys. Thank you.
All right, now.
Boy, he fired. He motivates me, dude. He motivates me. That dude said, burn the boats. Burn the boats.
Burn them. Set them on fire.
Right.
Set them on fire.
So with that being said, y'all, it's time for the infamous Kwame, the name y'all been hearing throughout this entire interview, to go ahead and play the Donta Show outro commercial. We'll be right back after these messages.
What's up, Village? It's your boy Kwame, the man with the plan behind the stands. Before we get into it, do me a favor. If you are on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, or whatever, hit that share button so people can see what the fuss is all about. Don't worry if it's the end of the show. They can catch the replay. We're trying to spread the love instead of spreading the lies, y'all. All right, let's get into it. Did you know that our boy Donta Morrison is a best-selling author? Do you like smut? Yes, smut. Well, these books are filled with it. Check out The End of the Rainbow, followed by the sequel, Yesterday Clarified. You can get them on Amazon, or if you are tired of giving Jeff Bezos the time of day, you can visit www.dontamorrison.com, where, in fact, you will find out more about the motivational, inspirational, hilarious host known as Donta, Mr. Morrison if you're nasty. He is not only the host of TDS, he is a public health advocate, motivational speaker, and community change agent. Articles, interviews, blogs, podcasts, vlogs, and more. You name it, and Donta has done it. Speaking of vlogs, have you subscribed to the Donta Show YouTube? Now, every villager should be subscribed. The more the channel grows, the bigger TDS messaging becomes. It's really simple. Go to www.youtube.com/Donta Morrison. And also, did you want to be a guest on the Donta Show, or do you want to book Donta or Dana on your platform? Stop. Don't inbox him, don't email him, or even call him. You know what you need to do? Go ahead and open your handy-dandy smartphone or Wi-Fi enabled device and send an email to info@pyromedianetwork.com and request your presence on the show. It's 2021, y'all, and Donta and Dana has got management. So let's conduct business. Speaking of management, the Donta Show is produced by Pyro Media Network. We are a Black-owned digital marketing and video production agency helping businesses and brands make an impact with their message. We also help businesses navigate what we call the biggest communication shift in over 500 years, social media. So, if you have a business, brand, or influence, and you want to take it to the next level, contact us today. All right, y'all. Thank you for joining us tonight, and we hope to see you on the next. Boom.
That beat knocks, man. That beat knocks. All right, Dana, what's your closing words, fam? I'm sick of the broad.
I know. Hey, give me 1 second. I'll be right with y'all.
I'll be right with you, y'all.
Okay. But before I come over there, we're going to do this. We're going to spread love over here.
Instead of spreading lies.
We're going to spread love.
Instead of spreading lies. Oh.
Hey, thank you all for tuning into the Donta Show tonight. We love you guys. Please go ahead and follow me on Instagram at DNA716. Go ahead and click like. Hey, as I say every day before we end the show, suicide is real. Depression is real. Make sure you reach out to someone to let them know that you're thinking about them. Shoot them a text, shoot them an email, write a letter, send them a card, anything. Let them know that you're thinking about them. A simple hi goes a long way. We just want to say right now, we love you all for tuning in. Our faithful viewers, we love you guys so much, and it ain't a damn thing you can do about it. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? We'll see y'all tomorrow. That's me.
And I am the host, Donta Morrison. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at Donta_Morrison. Very easy, Donta_Morrison. Just follow your boys, see what I do on IG. Not a lot, but I do enough. I love you. I appreciate you. Yo, Village, you are the backbone of the Donta Show. Without the Village, there'd be no show. It'd just be me and Dana having a conversation with each other. But we love communicating with y'all, dialoguing with y'all, growing with y'all, sharing with y'all. We love the Village 100%. So please just keep rocking with us. We'll keep rocking with y'all. And on tomorrow, there's going to be a special The Donta Show pre-show. All right, listen close. Tomorrow, there's going to be a pre-show from 7 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. featuring a very special friend of mine. Her name is Journey, and she is a Girl Scout. So I'm going to help Journey sell her Girl Scout cookies on tomorrow night from 7 o'clock to 7:30. If you are a fan of Girl Scout cookies, please come on and just watch me and Journey exchange and talk about these do-si-dos and lemon drops and Samoas and Thin Mints and all the other kind of stuff the Girl Scouts sales. Come with your credit card ready because Journey's going to give us a wonderful presentation about all the cookies that she has for sale, because you know they can't sit in front of grocery stores, they can't sit in front of all your favorite places. So I said, Journey, we're going to do a show, and this show is going to be you talking about these cookies, and folks are going to buy them. So Donta Show Village, come back tomorrow real quick from 7 to 7:30. We're going to give Journey her time to shine. She's going to shine.
That's right, Journey.
So we love you, Journey. All
no
right?
hookups, Journey. Don't give nobody no hookups. None.
So that being said, come back for a quick 30 minutes, and then we're going to go live again tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time right here on Facebook Live, YouTube, and Periscope. We love y'all. Take care, and we'll see you tomorrow. God bless.
Peace.